Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, home of country music's biggest and home to the country's #1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Cameron Ward out of the University of Miami, looking to put his big boy pants on today, get his first NFL victory in his first home start. Rams will kick us off, and we are quickly underway from Nashville. Return is taken from inside the 5-yard line out to the 24, and the rookie Cam Ward will begin his home career from there, wearing #1, and had a very, very difficult week last week against the Denver Broncos, a playoff team. Haven't had the rights to say that in a while, but it is true now. Ward and Tennessee fell behind by as many as 25, ended up losing 35-17 in that road game. Bo Nix threw 5 total touchdowns, quite a performance there. But the rookie did get his first couple of passing touchdowns late in garbage time. Right back to it here, though, trying to accrue that momentum from week to week. Opens up with a quick completion and a 7-yard pickup. All right. Loading everything up on my end. Welcome, everybody, joining me here today. SM John Ziller, Baked Bean Chili, Santorio, and everybody else joining me throughout. Here we go. Ward to the under center. From the 30-yard line now, little fake jet sweep and a handoff up the middle to Tony Pollard. He'll pick up 2, former Dallas Cowboy, as they miss out on yet another running back. Nick Chubb heads to Houston. 3rd and 1 coming up here for Tennessee. Pull up, pick him real quick, see what we got going around in week number 2. Tennessee facing a short 3rd down scenario. Couple of extra tight ends out there. From the 33-yard line, Ward will hand off to Pollard up the middle, finding some room and a first down up to the 37-yard line. Breaking down this Tennessee offense, a little bit different than normal. Obviously, you got Cam Ward now at the helm. Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, nothing changing there. Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, a new face coming over from Seattle. Traylon Burks, Chigo Okonkwo, and Josh Wiley make it up the tight end room. And the offensive line, Cam Ward hopes can keep him protected just long enough to make some plays. And here's Tony Pollard making a play into the secondary and into Ram territory. Brought down at the 42-yard line, and Tennessee stringing together a couple of first downs here. What up, Silver Knight? What up, Games? Titan sweep easy, we think so. See if I can find the pick-em distribution here. 31-5 in favor of the Rams. The team that suffered a close 4-point loss to another AFC South team. Here's Calvin Ridley on the RPO. Picks up just a yard on the inside there. Crazy, I'm 4-5 in the pick 'em, and I'm like 2 games out of first. That's how it's been in week 2. Precisely true. Yeah, the Rams and Texans went back and forth in week 1. Rams, though, fall apart late. That offensive line of Matthew Stafford gave way on the final drive, giving up a couple of big sacks, and eventually Stafford fired an interception. Here's a fired completion, though, to Chigo Okonkwo by the rookie Cam Ward. Off to a hot start on his opening drive at home turf. 5 people praying for a miracle tonight. Honestly, might not even be that big of a miracle. We'll see. Tennessee looking for an opening drive touchdown, though. Would be their first lead of the season. 4-man rush here for the Rams. Cam Ward again well protected. Stands and delivers. He is loving this near sideline today. 9-yard pickup to the 20. Yeah, we actually got a lot of Titan faithful in the chat today. Despite the pick'em not being very populated with Titan pick'ems. A lot of those representatives showing up today. Ward picks up 9 there. Back to his tight end. Now from the empty. 5-step drop. Jumping up in the pocket, he will take off, showing off his versatility, and nobody's going to stop Cam Ward to the end zone for the touchdown. Made that look way too easy. Not a single person came near Cam Ward on that takeoff that time. Nobody touched him until after he celebrated. Wow. People still getting sent out in 2025. It's crazy. But he got wheels. Yes, he does. He is one of the best evasive pocket quarterbacks that there was in the NFL. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he will give the Tennessee Titans a 7-point lead. 3-14 last season, number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. And a shaky Week 1 start. But they are looking up here at potentially some good things to come. See why this dude's ATH going into college? Yes, you do. On full display here in the opening quarter and on the opening drive there for Tennessee. Now they'll play defense, though, giving the football to Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams, a team that was quite unfortunate, almost beat the eventual Super Bowl champions, and a lot think they probably should have. Gave up so many yards against Saquon Barkley and somehow found themselves only losing by a score. Stafford will take over from the 24-yard line, hoping and praying that 5-man unit up front can link together a full 4 quarters today offensively. Top 3 rookies. Ward's got to be up there. I think Genty and then Igbuka's a sleeper. Under center is Matthew Stafford. Tutu Atwell is in motion, but the handoff goes to Kyron Williams up the middle. And he will wait patiently for 3 yards to the 27-yard line. Talk about the Rams offense now. Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, a new face here. Tutu Atwell, Tyler Higbee, and one more new face in Terrence Ferguson, the rookie. Stafford trying to get Devontae Adams involved as soon as possible. Here on a 2nd and 7, definitely a possibility, but another handoff is to Kyron Williams. He'll pick up nothing that time. Good defensive pursuit up front. As we break down the Titans defense, Sebastian Joseph Day, Jeffrey Simmons, Devondre Sweat, Keandre Coburn, Draymond Jones, Cody Martin, Otis Reese, Arden Key, Legarius Sneed, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., Roger McCreary, Amani Hooker, and Xavier Woods. Quite the restructured defense for Tennessee. Looking for an opening drive, 3 and out. On a 3rd and 7, though, Matthew Stafford going to work. Hennessy fires this one wide open to Puka Nacua, and the drive does continue. A gain of 30. What up, Royal Rex? Midway point of the opening quarter already. Big Luther Burden based on Madden, that is true. Can't deny that. He's going to be a very boomer bust player in his rookie season, I feel like. Stafford back under center. Off the play action to Williams. Steps into this one down the middle of the field. And wide open, Tutu Atwell falls down at the 20. 23-yard pickup. And back-to-back 20-plus yard connections for Matthew Stafford. Titans secondary that might have a lot of individual talent. Going to have to learn how to play together this season. Just looking to improve one at a time. Don't have to go from number 1 overall pick to the postseason. But the Texans and Commanders went from 2 to playoffs, so maybe there is some hope. Tyler Higbee picks up 7 yards. First ever touchdown score in the history of my channel. Back in 2022. Hard to believe this is year number 4. Game could realistically be where Tennessee scores first touchdown, doesn't score again, 30-7, Rams win. It could be. Matthew Stafford now going to work from the empty. Well protected, fires a quick one, caught by Devontae Adams, his first catch today. Sets up 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Tennessee defense starting to give up a little bit too much leverage here. On a vastly important drive for their defense, got to get out to a hot start and set the tone. Not looking like it thus far. Fans, though, did show up. This place nearly sold out in week number 2. As Tutu Atwell in motion again. Here is the handoff to Williams, and he has to fight for every single bit of that 1 yard. Hit hard by Otis Reese, a guy who had quite a very good opening week. Not a lot of Tennessee Titans could say the same in that blowout loss. Everyone did forget about him when he went to the Titans, true. Factual statement. Puka Nacua in press coverage. Looks like Legarius Sneed down there. One-on-one with him. Tight end Higbee is in motion. Stafford backpedaling, now sets and fires to the sideline. And there is Puka Nacua. Just a yard that side. Legarius Sneed more than happy to give up that. And set up a 3rd and goal. Happened so much, Titans were up like 14-0 in Buffalo, lost by 40. Yeah, they are a team that just cannot maintain, can't withstand it. Dangerous duo up top there. Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams. Will Stafford pick out either one of those? The answer is yes. It's Nakua, wide open. And Puka responds with a TD of his own. There you have it. Might just be a shootout here at Nissan Stadium. Both teams with an opening drive touchdown. Puka Nakua, nobody near him. All right. That's what happens when you play zone on a 3rd and 6. You got to go man across the board and some help from your safeties or linebackers. Titans play a zone for some reason. Not the greatest idea against Matthew Stafford, but it happens. And the extra point for Joshua Carty will knot us up at 7. What up, 2-2? And there you have it. All squared away. 2:44 to go in the opening quarter. Cam Ward had a, 20, may have been 20 yards exactly, rushing touchdown. Nobody even came near him on that first Tennessee score, quite frankly. But it did happen. And then obviously Nakua with the sit-down catch right there to make all things better. Just Bambo is still happy. There you go. Titans will take back over, looking to retake the lead here on their second drive. Return out to the 26, and that's where Cam Ward will get it restarted after his first career rushing touchdown. Titan fans are hoping there are many, many more to come. 2:39 to go in the opening quarter. Titans drive heavily revolved around Tony Pollard and Chigo Okonkwo on their opening possession. See who they turn to here. Rams looking to bring some more pressure. 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, and they only rush 5. Ward doesn't have all day. He recognizes that, steps up with a pocket, and he will take off again, sliding down for 7 yards that time. Move it up to the 33. Going to have to put a spy on number 1. Got a new nickname for Puka Nakua? Oh, that's something. That is something, Big Mean. Pollard awaiting another handoff here. He will get this on 2nd and 3. Once again, hits the exterior up the sideline across midfield. Pollard having a nice start to week 2. Here's a guy that shined a little bit in week number 1. Rams just cannot keep him contained within the first couple of yards from the line of scrimmage. Costing him extra yards downfield right now. Wide receivers throwing some key blocks, though, for Tony Pollard. That is his 3rd rushing first down. And he'll get the ball right back here. The Rams are all over it this time. A loss of 2. And the tackle made up front by Brandon Fiske. We'll talk about the Rams defense. He and Kobe Turner on the defensive end. Poona Ford, Tyler Davis, your defensive tackles. Byron Young, Troy Reeder, Omar Spates, who had a crazy good week last week. Jared Versett, linebacker. Darius Williams, Akella Witherspoon, Quentin Lake at corner. Cameron Curl and Cameron Kitchens make up the safeties. Cam Ward going to test them downfield. Wide open, Chigo Okonkwo pulling away right back into the red zone. Titans pick up a key first down. And that was Cameron Curl getting beat underneath and then over top with a whip tackle. I stand corrected. They just gave us the wrong guy on the replay. Doesn't matter who it was, though. Huge play for Tennessee. Looking to reinstate their lead. Cam Ward across the middle finds an open target. There's Tyler Lockett with an 8-yard gain. He does throw a really pretty football, doesn't he? Very reflective of his real life throwing style. That's the guy you just love to see throw it deep. Maybe he'll test the waters of that later. Can't really give it a shot from the 10-yard line, especially on a 2nd and 2. Pitch right side here is to Tony Pollard. Got good blocking again, and he'll take the first down. Cameron Curl with the tackle will take us to the second quarter. Quick first quarter here. Doesn't mean the action is limited, though. It's the Rams 7, the Titans 7, after 1 from Nissan Stadium. Nashville loving their football. Team that dominated the AFC South for a couple of years. Actually ended up with the number 1 seed with a 12-5 record with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. Cam Ward will fire this one to the end zone, and Chigo Okonkwo hangs on. 4th all-purpose touchdown of the young career of Cam Ward. Back-to-back scoring drives for Tennessee. Tested this Rams defense early. They are looking good at home here in week 2. Wow. I'm a little bit surprised Tennessee's just kind of having their way with this Rams defense. A team in LA that gave up 21 points total and really only gave up 14 points up until the last 2 minutes. Already equal that value up to this point. Extra point on the way, and it is good for Joey Sly. Titans 14, Rams 7. Tennessee fans loving it, and loving it some more. I don't know if their crowd noise is ever this loud. I'll tell you what, though. The blocked field goal they had against Kansas City back in, what was that, 2022, I think? Still lives in my mind rent-free. One of my favorite crowd pops of all time in the NFL. They do love their football, and they can't take that away from them. Rams on the return once again. Down a touchdown. Matthew Stafford looking to replicate an excellent opening drive. 6 for 6, 72 yards, and the scoring touchdown of Puka Nacua. Remember the Titans quality? Yes, indeed. You got that correct. Gonna need some more of that kind of quality here. On the second drive, trying to make a stop. Offenses are flourishing here in Nashville. Left side handoff is to Williams, and maybe that'll be put on hold. Arden Key with a key takedown that time. Second and 10 coming up. I feel like this is the loudest crowd noise I've heard in a non-game winning situation in a while. East fans beyond hopeful. In 2025, handoff is to Williams again. This time he got good blocking, and he'll take 8 yards with him to the 36-yard line. All right. Rams trying to establish a rushing game here in the second quarter. First minute gone by in period number 2. Devontae Adams lined up below Matthew Stafford here. And a handoff is to Williams, and he is devoured. A loss of 3. Otis Reese with a tackle. Tennessee gets the stop they needed. They'll take back over. Terrific defensive play. That's big time. And on for the punt is Ethan Evans. He'll get this one away with the right foot. And from the 20-yard line, a return to stake it up the middle, all the way to the 30. Cam Ward will begin his third potential scoring drive in a row from here. Take a look at Tony Pollard's numbers today. 6 for 50. Had a handful of first downs in the opening quarter. Seeking more of that. Think everyone thought you were on vacation today? Could have been the case. Is what it is. They don't know this is like my farewell stream for the longest stream hiatus we've had during the summer. Usually would have a weekend in July here or there, but yeah, 5 whole days. It's going to be weird for all parties. Tennessee opening up in the I formation with a handoff up Main Street, and that is to Tony Pollard. Ball right back into his chest. That is carry number 7. 56 total yards now for the former Cowboy. Second year in Tennessee. Dallas still patching the holes at running back position. Who will they turn to? With Ezekiel Elliott getting up there. Running back now seems to be a bigger pressing matter after the leading rusher finally wins the Super Bowl. Here's Cam Ward, and he is taken down. Could not get the ball out in time. Puda Ford brings him down. Now at the 26-yard line. Would he finish this year? Think so. Haven't really thought about that too heavily. But, yeah, we'll probably end up doing that around the week 5, maybe the week 6 pick'em. But I will definitely let you guys know at least a week in advance. And I'll have that pick'em out way, way earlier than normal. Don't want you guys waiting. So I'll take care of it. Cameron Ward now on a 3rd and 14 from the empty. Will he take a deep shot? He'll check this one down and pick up just 1. Loving his tight end early. Got to give him credit for that. However, not a very productive play. forced to fire that one short early. And the Rams return the favor with a stop of their own. Best left end of college football might be Johnny Hecker, the former Ram, on for the punt here. Taking his time, nearly got blocked. If a diving effort was given, could have been a different result. Fair catch called for at the 30. Still yet to see a blocked kick. In our 4 years of watching Madden simulations, hopefully we have the opportunity to have one of those coming up in Madden 26. We'll see. Hearing good things. College football 13, that sounds fire. Might get 26, I don't know. Fullback checking in here for the LA Rams as they take back over from the 30-yard line. Good tackle made up front for a gain of about a half yard there. And trying to figure out who that was on the tackle. Believe that was Draymond Jones. Taking a shot in the dark here by process of elimination. No gain that time for Kyron Williams. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Matthew Stafford right back to him. This time he'll scamper forward for just a yard, and that is Otis Reese on the bring down. I did put my thing in Discord, right? I was kind of out of sorts. Yeah, we got it. Okay. YouTube didn't want to start my stream the first time, so I was kind of behind schedule. Is what it is, though. Nashville, Tennessee is loud and rowdy. On a 3rd and 9, Matthew Stafford going to fire this one downfield. A diving catch made by Davante Adams, and this should stand with an EPI penalty. Big time catch. And they will decline that happily. Contact occurred at around the 39. Catch was secured up to the 44. Big time play. All right. Rams get the first down they needed. Approaching enemy territory. Looking to tie the game up for the 2nd time today. Outside handoff is to Kyron Williams. Stiff arm is out there. Falls flat on his back. At the 48-yard line, a 5-yard pickup. Just got off a play in San Francisco to Cincy. Ooh. Tough travels. That sounds brutal. Midway point of the 2nd quarter. Stafford from the shotgun. Tennessee showing pressure here. 5 on the line of scrimmage. And they will bring just 4. Stafford gonna heave this one downfield. Man's got a step. Davante Adams could not bring it down. A terrific defensive effort from Xavier Woods. And Tennessee's defense shutting them down. Actually, that was Roger McCreary that time with the pass breakup. Sets up 3rd and 5. Stafford going deep that time for Davante Adams. And it pays no dividends. He's in press coverage this time. Stafford, though, looking bottom of the screen. This is Davante Adams, actually. That was Nakua up top. And Adams hauls in the first down. These two are going to get confused quite a bit this season. Similar hairstyles and just a couple of digits off the number. They will be in and out of coverage. Top and bottom. Rams move the chains up to the 44-yard line. Stafford sets and now drops back deep once again. Checking this one down a little bit deeper than a normal check down. Picks up 7 across the 40-yard line. That is McCurry, you are correct. I'm kind of shocked he has a superstar ability. That's why I thought that was Xavier Woods, but I guess Madden must know something I don't. Just about into field goal range here are the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford off the play action. Never saw it coming. And Roger McCreary's got him. 9-yard loss on the play. Somebody missed an assignment. And Tennessee's defense will take immediate advantage. Whatever happened to Ronnie Rivers, chat? What's he doing nowadays? Random question, I know, but I have to ask. Feel obligated to. 4 targets to the right side of Stafford here. Strong-sided formation. Looking for a screen pass. It's out there and caught. Williams looking for a gap to the outside. Shut down at the 40. And the Rams have a decision to make here. Probably going to end up being a punt. I might consider going for it in this situation. Dijon Sanders, that's fire. What'll happen here, though? It will be a punt. Ethan Evans trying to pin Tennessee inside their own 10-yard line. This will exit out of bounds at the 12. Not a bad effort. Tennessee will take over. Just the one carry on the last drive there by Tony Pollard, followed by a sack and a 1-yard check down for Cam Ward. Looking for more of the first two Cam Ward drives. Are the Tennessee faithful here? Will they find it in the last 2:26 of the opening half? Tested out from the 12-yard line. Tony Pollard in the backfield, but Cam Ward will check this one down complete to his tight end. And this is Josh Wiley on the catch. Sorry, this is Helm, actually. Thought it was 81. Big old 84 out there. Still no targets yet for Calvin Ridley. A little bit surprising, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Titans up a touchdown, looking for the Week 2 upset here at home. First major 2-minute drill of the young career of Cam Ward. And he will fire this one, intercepted. Never saw the defensive back, and the Rams have the ball in the red zone. Wow. Jalen McCullough. That is brutal. And it's the rookie linebacker, Jalen McCullough, with the INT, looking downfield for Chigo Okonkwo. Never saw the rookie. Rams take over. Huge mistake. That'll swing the momentum quite a bit. Titans had a chance to go up 2 scores before half, and now the Rams in a steady position to tie up the ball game. Young quarterback with his first interception in his NFL career. We'll have some holes to patch up after that. Gonna have to watch some film and fix his mistakes. Here is Stafford from the 18, looking immediately to the end zone. Finds a tight window and finds Davante Adams. Woo! They don't want the double dip, they want the whole scoop. And there again is Davante Adams. That might be his first career touchdown. I believe that is here in week number 2. What up, Trex? Wow. I didn't know you were in the Special Olympics. Actually, I think you mentioned that before. Big performance from you today, though. Congratulations. What up, JJJ? Josh Riccardi on for the extra point, looking to knot us up here at even 14 points on the way. And good. $1:50 to go. But off the interception from Cam Ward, Rams take the ball game back to a tie game. Throw of the week? That might be. I don't know. Justin Fields to Josh Reynolds was pretty nice, too. So was Caleb to DJ Moore. So was Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. There have been a lot of really good throws. That was an absolute dart, though. The rest have been hitting a guy in stride. That one was just pure finesse. I liked it. I liked it a whole lot. And here we go. Titans now in a tie ball game will repeat a 2-minute drill. Minute 46, all 3 timeouts for number 1 to make something happen. Will it happen? Long huddles going on here. There we go. Back to it. Cam Ward looking to shake off his first interception. Sets his feet right back into rhythm. There's Tyler Lockett. 9.5-yard pickup to the 36-yard line. 2nd and inches. No huddle now for Tennessee. Still technically a 2-minute drill here. Ward dropping back deep, fires this one complete hauled in at the 44-yard line. And another moving of the chains for Tennessee. Minute 16, they did take a timeout, missed that. Rams trying to make another stop here. They get the ball to begin the second half. Still eyeing their first lead of the game. They and Houston went back and forth a lot in their home opener. 21-17 loss in week number 1. Cam Ward will fire this one complete. Calvin Ridley on the board, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Rams with returnability across the 40. Cam Ward saves the touchdown. And we will see if this stands, but for now, another costly turnover. Jared Verse. Wow. And let's see if Calvin Ridley looks like he rolled over defenders that time. Jared Verse there to scoop it up, the reigning defensive rookie of the year. Wow. Should get a replay here. And it wouldn't shock me if it gets overturned either. Knowing how Madden was in the Dolphins game. And here is the review that we heavily anticipated. All scoring plays and turnovers automatically reviewed upstairs, and it actually looks like that left elbow of Calvin Ridley may have been down, and it's tough to see from that angle. Quite a bang-bang play. What will the call end up being? Ooh. Wow. And the officials will overturn the call. Ridley's elbow was down. Titans maintain possession. That was a lot more respectable than the Dolphins fumble, but the Patriots had the biggest ball-don't lie moment of the entire year, so no harm, no foul. Time ticking away here, though, for Tennessee. Final minute of the second quarter. Low passes dropped by Chig Okonkwo. Try to readjust and dodge the tackle all at once. Then again, after half, yeah, that would have been night-night. You're right. See what happens here, though. 2nd and 10 after the drop there from Chig Okonkwo, who is the motion man. From the Ram 45-yard line, Cam Ward going downfield, finds a nice little 9-yard pickup. Up to the 35, Van Jefferson. Second catch today. Titans take their second timeout. Should be in range for Joey Sly here. Underrated offseason pickup. Titans glad to grab him. He and Johnny Hecker. Whole new special team core in Tennessee. They have had special teams issues a ton, especially against divisional opponents. That sideline pass is caught by Van Jefferson. Van revenge game it is. You are correct. Into the final 30 seconds now. Tennessee probably won't see the end zone here on this drive, barring a crazy pass here. Ward back to the no huddle. Final 20 seconds, couple end zone shots. And then a field goal attempt likely here. On a crosser, though, there's Okonkwo looking for the end line, and he will not get there. Titans forced to take their final timeout from the 15. 11-6 left. They might have a shot here. Might take a dig at the end zone. We'll see what happens. I would respect it, so long as they don't end up getting tackled inbounds or something like that. No timeouts left for Tennessee. Got to be careful. Cam Ward cannot act like a rookie here and take a sack. Quick pass out of bounds. Nothing going that time. Saw an unmarked blitzer and made the executive decision to abandon the play. It's a good choice. Got a lot of respect for a rookie that could make a pressured situation like that. Doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but very important. One more crack at the end zone here before a Joey Sly field goal attempt. If it does not succeed, Cam Ward dancing around, fires this one out of the back, and it's incomplete. Almost rolled right into oncoming traffic there. Would have been Kobe Turner off the top edge, I believe. No harm, no foul, though. Good try there from Cam Ward. Should give Tennessee the lead before halftime. Joey Sly on for a 32-yard chip shot here. And Tennessee will take a halftime lead. 17-14 from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. 1 second to go before the break. We are just about there. Not a lively bunch in chat today. This game really didn't, in my mind, bring a lot of attention to itself. But for those of you here, if you'd like to drop a like down below, would be much appreciated. Shoot out a live poll here in between the first and second half because we have a very close game and also some overtime potential. Entertainment, though. Rams will take a knee and take us to halftime, I would assume. And there is your live poll to see what we got going on. A lot of faith early on here in the Rams. One more play for Matthew Stafford. And he will look to take a deep shot here from the 30-yard line. Fires this one flat-footed from the 19 down the sideline. And incomplete. Rams get the ball to begin half number 2. Down a field goal on the road. Both of these teams looking to avoid 0-2. See if it'll happen. Got to lock in. You got it. Yeah, Titans kick it off half number 2. Rams, once again, as previously mentioned, have not led today. Exciting opening half. Both teams have been satisfied with their offense, but their defense, though, a little lopsided early on. Kind of woke up recently. Especially that Ram defense, able to essentially put points to the board for Matthew Stafford. He had tied the game up, nearly forced a fumble. That would have given them a lead. Didn't happen, however. Down a field goal. Just the interception after official review. Stafford now has some skin poking through his underclothing. Not sure what's up with Madden recently. Second half is underway from Nissan Stadium. Matthew Stafford making an adjustment at the line here. Off the bootleg, going to check it down to his tight end up the sideline. And that's a big first down pickup. And we will see who it is. And there is the rookie, Terrence Ferguson. Might be his first catch of his career. Don't remember if he picked one up last week or not. Had many of the blocking privileges in that 4-point loss. Commanding opening play, though, to a huge third-quarter drive for Matthew Stafford. Off the play action, well protected downfield. And looking for a side end again. Winds up incomplete. That time it was Higbee who couldn't come down with it. Shout out Tyler Rigby. I had to make a regular show reference. Couldn't help myself. The opportunity was right there. Stafford back to under center. Williams stands at the 35-yard line. Ball remains in the hands of QB1 for now. To the running back, though. Off the bootleg, picks up a pair to this sideline. Welcome back, Nat. Did miss a whole lot here. Cam Moore did throw an INC. Not sure when he left. Titans almost had a fumble. Got called back, though, by the officials. Up a field goal, can't complain. Lots of press coverage across the board here. On a 3rd and 8, 5-man rush. Stafford this time well protected. Stands in there and fires to the veteran, Davante Adams. First down for the Rams inside the Titan 40. Minute 15 gone on the opening drive. I got you. Oh, yes, Santorio. Puka Nacua is the wide receiver up top this time. And finally, Williams gets his shot here in the third quarter, breaking a couple of tackles. Spins for 11. Nice little run there. Williams, who had a terrific 2023 season, didn't really reap the benefits of that much succession in his following year. What's up, Josiah Hernandez? Stafford now back to the shotgun. New set of downs at the 27. Handoff to Williams, and he is swarmed. Still picks up 2. Roger McCreary with his 5th tackle, the defensive MVP so far today for Tennessee. A sack, 5 tackles, and a pass breakup that saved a touchdown for Davante Adams. Unsung hero thus far. Snead and Nacua up top. Matthew Stafford off the play action. This is an RPO, and Devontae Adams picks up another first down into the red zone. Ball to the 12-yard line. 12 yards away from a TD. That could give the Rams lead number 1 today. See if that happens, though. Tutu Atwell lining up in the slot here. A dozen yards away from the end zone. Quick fire here from Stafford, and Atwell is the intended target, who collects that one for a 5-yard gain. What's up, Cassie? 2nd and 5 now. Whole lot of love for the Rams in this live poll, despite trailing for nearly the entirety of the game. I respect it, though, as they will try to punch it in here. On 2nd and 5 from the 7. High snap is collected by Stafford. Fires this one complete to Tyler Higbee, and he breaks the play in the Rams lead for the first time on the road. Good drive there. Big throw. Matthew Stafford leading the charge like veterans should, and finds his longtime tight end here in LA, Tyler Higbee. Well, that is why all the faith is on the LA Rams. 20-17, pending the extra point to go up the full 4. Higbee underrated. I think he's pretty good. Just might have his best years behind him. Nonetheless, though, very important touchdown reception. Rams will kick the extra point. Joshua Carty knocks it through. And a 9-play, 73-yard drive, breaking down that Tennessee defense, works out to perfection. Lead is given to the Rams. Regular show, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Gumball Air was P Cartoon Network. Oh, absolutely. I think like the beginning of Steven Universe, it was great. Kind of fell off in the midst of it, but yeah, that was quite good. Did, in fact, grow up on that. I was arguing online with a Steelers fan earlier, and he told me that because my team has no rings, I could not have an opinion on football. What a guy. Tennessee on the return from the 5-yard line up to the 29. And Cam Ward will take back over. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. That's quite the opinion. Yeah, my early adolescence, I was a Nickelodeon kid, but obviously made the Cartoon Network transfer. Hit the transfer portal at about age 10. Stuck with it since then. Opening drive of the second half for Tennessee. And Cam Ward right back to it off the bootleg. And he will find Van Jefferson having himself quite the game here against his former team. Yeah, 07, you're not too late for anything. I'm a late 05, so nothing ridiculous. So yeah, it's probably a tolerable time. 7-yard pickup there for Van Jefferson. In a revenge game of his own here. Ward right back off the bootleg, and he'll find his tight end. Josh Wiley that time. Knocks backward. Maybe a gain of a half a yard that time. Is Cam Ward the next Jaden Daniels? I'm not sure there is going to be a next Jaden Daniels. How many rookies are going to shine that big on the biggest stage? Not sure. We'll see. Ward on a 3rd and 3. Try to find an open target. That pass is dropped by Lockett. Disappointing from the former Seahawk, and he wishes he could have that one back. Got to take the football gloves off and get a new pair at the bare minimum. Johnny Hecker on for the punt. Another LA Ram. And he will get this one away a lot more safer than his previous attempts, and it is returnable from the 17 up to the 20-yard line. Stafford and the Rams will take back over from there. No votes for a tie. You can change that, Chili. There you go. Have at it. Total Drama Island was fire, yeah. Then the original Brain Rot, Mad. That show was an absolute fever dream. I'm convinced kids understood no references, myself included. Tennessee coming up empty-handed. Matthew Stafford looking to stack on top of this early run. That's a good check down to Tutu Atwell. Currently a 14-3 Ram run. heading into the second half. Generally didn't check out any scouting reports of players that were going to be drafted ahead of the Bucks. Did hear some interesting things about Cam Ward, though. I don't blame you for that part. Looking like a rush here on a 2nd and 3 by Matthew Stafford, making me change my mind. There is Devontae Adams across the 35-yard line. I did see there was a new season of Phineas and Ferb. I've been getting Spotify ads about that. Non-stop, actually. Never grew up on Disney Channel, though, can't lie. Those shows did not suit my taste too well. Big fella in the backfield. On a new set of downs for the LA Rams, right back to Kyron Williams, shooting out of a cannon, glitching through defenders and picking up 8 yards. I'm not sure his electrons kept up with him that time. To the 44-yard line he goes. I might do that 2-month premium thing. I got an email about that. Might have to give it a shot. 5 on the line of scrimmage here for Tennessee. Williams stands alone at the 37-yard line. Football in his chest, and he breaks a tackle, picks up a first down, trucks a man, still going across the 50-yard line. And there's your Kyle Brandt angry run of the week. Gain of 7, and you will not find a better 7-yard pickup than that one right there. That was beautiful. Ball across midfield again. Tennessee's defense is gassed, and they are getting thrashed right now underneath another completion to Tyler Higbee. Tyler Rigby with another big-time catch. And turnaround. There goes my voice. 8-yard pickup for the tight end. Matthew Stafford now over 200 passing. 3 touchdowns as well through the air today for number 9. Little RPO late, and it's dropped by Nakua. Good defense up top by Legarius Sneed. Third and a pair coming up now. Vastly important play from the 41-yard line. Titan fans on their feet here at Nissan Stadium. Matthew Stafford looking to sit him back down. Atwell in motion. Handoff is to Williams, and he is swallowed whole at the 46-yard line. It's Arden Key. Titans get the stop they need once again inside their own half. Bad read there by Matthew Stafford. That is a play action that he is going to want back. Ethan Evans on for the punt again. Last one landed at the 12. Yeah, this one going near sideline, even worse out at the 23. Cam Ward to Tennessee seeking a lead-taking drive here. Down by 4. Light pole now looking a bit more balanced, 73-20. And, of course, the legendary tie vote. Can't go wrong with it. We nearly had one in the Seahawks-Steelers game. 27-24 victory for Pittsburgh in overtime. Outside handoff is to Tony Pollard. Could not get away, though, from Jared Verse, that looks like. And I think I'm wrong about that off rip. That is Kella Witherspoon with the tackle. Sets up 2nd and 8 at the 24. Pollard stands to the right side of Cam Ward. Chigo Conquo in motion. Rams rushing 4. Ward steps right, fires this one downfield. Collected by Van Jefferson. Up to the 37-yard line. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. I don't know, man. Tennessee's getting disrespected by the live poll. Looking to take the lead back here. First lead today for the Los Angeles Rams. Little quick hitter is caught, and spinning backwards is Lockett for the full 10. First down again for Tennessee, back to back. And here they come. Making things very, very interesting. Titans in the I formation. Final play of the 3rd quarter. In all likelihood, Cam Ward going deep downfield, and he connects with a completion to Calvin Ridley. up to the 31-yard line. He'll take us to the fourth quarter from Nissan Stadium in Nashville. It's the Rams 21, the Titans 17 at the end of 3. No fantasy today, again, I'm pretty sure. These two teams really don't speak to you like fantasy. Unless we got a Devontae Adams lingering. Maybe I missed that. Not sure. Flipping sides of the field. For the final time today, little outside pass caught by Okonkwo, where he was getting going in the first quarter. No fantasy today. Good. Good. Madden 26 is a step above. We hear it every year. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when you see it. 5-yard pickup for big number 85. Being the security blanket today for Cameron Ward. Little pump fake and a handoff to Tony Pollard. Breaking free inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Tennessee. Titans have a pristine opportunity to take a fourth quarter lead for the first time this season. Tony Pollard has been criminally disrespected by the LA Rams today. 5 receivers out there on a first and goal at the 7. Cam Ward sets his feet, looking for an open option. Now going to step up and do it himself on the dive. Touchdown, Titans. And they lead in the fourth quarter. How about that? The rookie out of Miami with rushing touchdown number 2 on the afternoon. Not a QB spy in sight. And he'll take advantage of that all day long. Titans lead late in this one. Yeah, Cam Ward now might become a fantasy type of guy in the future. At this rate, may as well. Running backs will go higher this year, in my opinion, as there's tons of wide receivers outside the top 10. Oh, 100%. Extra point up and good. Yeah, I think running backs now have more fantasy value. And here's my thought behind it. Because the NFL is becoming a more pass-first offense, that gives more wide receivers opportunities, right? You see a lot more wide receiver 3s like JSN and Juwan Jennings have great weeks, whereas how often do backup running backs actually have pop-off weeks? It doesn't happen very often. So getting big starting running backs in, balanced offenses, which kind of split the rush in the pass, is a lot more important than getting, a wide receiver that is top 5 in any given year. That's a great take, though. Sly on for the kickoff here. And the Rams will return from inside the 5-yard line. Tackle made at the 24. 6 of the top 10 players are receivers. Well, projected to be. I get that part, I guess. But I don't know for sure. We will see. Rams, though, behind once again. Going to have to make a comeback. Another one here. 8:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams need a field goal to tie and a touchdown to win. Great start here for Williams up the middle to the 36-yard line. Gain of a dozen. Excellent handoff there for Matthew Stafford. Got him going in rhythm and everything else. 8:42 to go here in the fourth. Tutu Atwell and Devontae Adams up top. Puka Nacua down below here with Higbee blocking. Quick pass outside, caught by Adams. Breaks one tackle, up the sideline, picks up 10 more. First down for the Rams, that he's starting to outwork himself with 8.5 to go. $8:15 now on the clock after the no huddle. Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. Then now he will switch the play as I speak, opponent. 7 on the play clock. Adams in motion, snap taken with 5. Stafford seeing something he likes deep down the field, double coverage, and it is intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed across the 35-yard line. That's what he got out the play action for, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Matthew Stafford with the first turnover today for the LA Rams, and a costly one at that. Looking deep downfield for Tutu Atwell. Picked out the former Chief at defensive back instead. I would not take R.J. Harvey after they just signed J.K. Dobbins. Personally. That's just me, though. Could it work out? I suppose. Will it, though? One might have to sit back and maybe not. We'll see. Ward from the empty on 1st and 10. Tennessee looking for a game-sealing touchdown drive as Ward hit as he fires downfield, nearly returned the favor right into the defensive backfield. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got away with one there, let me tell you. He'll take it, though, and learn from it. Had the interception earlier at the end of the first half. Looking to minimize mistakes as Pollard gets going. 10th carry goes for 5 more. Harvey's 2023 James Cook, high yardage potential, but will be limited with touchdowns. Yeah, that's a big concern. Obviously the opposite of what you want out of your running back for fantasy. See what happens, though. 3rd and 5, high snap taken by Cam Ward. Quick fire to the sideline, and a diving catch is grabbed by Tyler Lockett. That time, he outdoes himself after the drop on the previous drive, or at least a couple drives ago that was. Big haul in. And the Rams will give us a quick challenge, and they will lose it. Down to 2 timeouts now. That could be pivotal late in this one. I don't think I would have challenged that personally. Looked to be pretty clean from my perspective. But what do I know? What do I know? Brings up 1st and 10. Tennessee right at the midfield stripe. Calvin Ridley joining Cam Ward in the backfield for the moment. Gets the quick outside pass there on a quick release, and he will lose 2. Travis Hunter will be amazing too. I was clowned for taking up BTJ last year. Nobody can handle bold takers anymore. I mean, I suppose it's a fair take. Honestly, sounds like a fair trade to me. Lockett motions out across the face of the field here. 2nd down and a dozen. A pump and a throw downfield, wide open. Shingo Conkwell pulling away into field goal range. Yeah, Rams are really not looking too hot here whatsoever. Very surprising for a team that nearly made the NFC Championship game less than a year ago. Disappointing start, though. Titans feeling all the momentum behind them here. 6 to go in the 4th quarter. Ward checks it down complete. Van Jefferson. Keeping Rams fans on their toes. When both leagues cared about last year's, I'm not joining any MSG leagues this year, didn't enjoy being in 4 leagues. Yeah, fair enough. Another invite on the table then. Josh Wiley, the backup tight end, in here at fullback. And he will block for Tony Pollard, who bounces this one outside. There goes Tony Pollard again. Spins off of a tackle down to the 4-yard line. Over 100 yards rushing for Tony Pollard. Boy, does he look good today. Goal-to-go situation for Tennessee. Rams with their heels in the end zone, needing a stop desperately. Midway through the 4th quarter, Ward from under center steps left, and he's got his 3rd rushing touchdown today. Titans ahead by 2 scores. Made it look too easy. Creating his own plays now. Looked like a design pass, and maybe he told his guys it was, but he had all of his intentions on taking it himself. Didn't even hesitate. That tells me all I need to know. This guy can improvise, and really set defenses back a couple of drives, and that's a big-time killer. Off the interception, Tennessee cashes in with points of their own. Some have the right eye for him, too. They really do. Extra point on the way, and good for Joey Sly. Titans lead by 10. Not over yet, but not looking good for the Los Angeles Rams. They're going to have to make some big-time plays coming up here. Tennessee fans eating it up, though, here at home. Loving it right now. They would be ecstatic to get off to a 1-1 start, having to open up their season against two playoff teams, one on the road, one at home. But the one here at home got a step further. That would be their primary concern. 21 people in chat. Glad you guys couldn't join me for the final stream here for a couple of days. Drop a like down below if you have not yet already. As the Rams on the return up to the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford going to have to exercise his demons, and in a hurry. Got to make a big stop. Or get going here. Avoid a big stop from the defense of Tennessee. The largest deficit of the season. 4:55, only those two timeouts as well, as they lost a challenge on that previous drive on the diving catch by Tyler Lockett. That gave Tennessee a key first down and their big TD drive. Stafford, though, will have to shake off the interception. Right back to it on 1st and 10, and right back to his intercepting ways. Picked off at the 30, and McCreary's got a touchdown. That was the worst pick I think I've ever seen. One play, and Tennessee picks him off right back. Davante Adams, the intended target, nowhere near him. McCreary with the pick six. Night, what an upset. Goodness gracious. That is wild. That is crazy. Titans will take a 3-score lead pending the extra point here. And Joey Sly will knock this one up and through. 38-21. Titans opening up a can of worms that the Rams were not ready for in the fourth quarter. 4:49 to go. In regulation, looking bleak for the Rams. They will be off to an 0-2 start at this rate. And in a division with Seattle at 1-1. The Niners also out to a shocking 0-2 start. And of course, right now, the division leading Arizona Cardinals, just as everyone suspected, only played a one game thus far. They will be our return stream on Monday night, taking on Carolina. Battle of young, unbeaten teams there in week number 2. Should bring some intrigue to the table. Rams out to the 24-yard line, and they will make do with what they have. A 2-interception fourth quarter for Matthew Stafford, who ended up losing the game last week off of an INT on 4th down. Got to find a way. Gonna have to make it work. Down by 17. What a historic comeback this could be. All the live Rams votes, though. Incorrect, it's looking like thus far. Shout out to the Titan bettors in chat. Davante Adams and Kyron Williams this time, joining Matthew Stafford in the backfield. Stafford deep sideline pass way out of the reach of Tutu Atwell. And the incompletion. Not a good look there from Mr. Stafford. First pick 6 of the season, I think it is. Yeah, highlights for every game. Adams on the line of scrimmage here. 4:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Matthew Stafford going deep, another misfire. And one has to wonder if maybe he took a big hit after an interception and tweaked something in his throwing arm. Clap for my tie pick. Look at me now. Well, to be fair, you were closer than the Rams pick. Back-to-back misfires from Matthew Stafford. 4 in a row. 0 for 4 with 2 INTs. Finally finds Puka Nacua with the completion, pulling away to the 37. Roger McCreary, 8th tackle. Pass breakup, pick 6, and a sack. All he needs now is a forced fumble and a fumble recovery for the trifecta. Whatever you want to call it. Whole lot of stats right there. Tennessee's defense, though, stepped up when it mattered most and got the job done. Stafford right back down the middle. There's Nakua. Bounced off the first tackle. Could not beat off the second wave. Ball to the 45-yard line. 5 people prayed for a miracle, and God delivered. There it is. Wasn't even a sweat either. At least that's what it's looking like. Smooth sailing thus far. Pending a massive comeback here. Stafford, though, taking his time. In no hurry when he should be. Finds his running back, Williams, downfield. And a big gainer up to the 25-yard line. All right. 30-yard pickup that time. I didn't even know what to say, but yeah, I'm just going to say my bad on that one. I didn't catch it in real time. You did, though. Looks like the big tight end Tyler Higbee in press coverage. Pass downfield, halted by Nakua, who will spin into the end zone. And this game gets a little bit more interesting. All right. Rams cut the deficit down to 11. Could be 10 with an extra point. They will kick onside and hope to continue a chain of miracles here with 3 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens. Joshua Cardion for the extra point. And the deficit cut down to 10. 38-28. If you like offense, you're in the right place. If you like defense, you're also in the right place. 3 interceptions today, actually. And a defensive touchdown. And I think just the 1 sack today on both sides. That's about how we have gotten here defensively. Chain of miracles. You best believe it. It's got to happen. See if they can complete step number 2. Onside kick attempt here for Joshua Carty. Rams desperate to recover. Bouncing at the 50-yard line. Scooped up easily by Tyler Lockett. Looking for some room up to the 45. And the Titans will just run the football a handful of times here. And at least take us to the 2-minute warning. Chain of Miracles should be a movie name or something. It should be. Did I just become the next great big thing? Steven Spielberg? Might be me. Might be next. And off here on 1st and 10 is to Tony Pollard. Immediate first down carry. And it just got that much more difficult for the Los Angeles Rams. Well, let me take a peek at these two teams' upcoming schedules. I'm curious, actually, where the Rams go from here. At 0-2, they head to Philadelphia next week. Doesn't get worse than that. Tennessee, though, favored at home next week against the Indianapolis Colts, as they will look to fight for first place in the division. Handoff is to Pollard this time. Sent the wrong direction, a loss of 1. Pollard going to pitch the save, looking like it right now. Even after that loss of 1, what a day for TP20. 2-minute warning reached here at Nissan Stadium, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of happy campers hitting the exits here in just a couple. Tried to be off the second line, but couldn't. Yeah, seems about right. Sounds like something I'd say by accident. Cam Moore going to hand right back off to Tony Pollard. Picks up 3, and the Rams take their second timeout. Hypothetically, if they can get a stop here, missed field goal, touchdown, onside kick, field goal, we're right there. My, how simple it sounds in theory. My, how difficult that'll be in reality. Looking to get it started here, though, with a stop. Cam Ward might look to throw the football here on a 3rd down and 8. He's been pretty sharp since his interception. And they will trust him down the field. Finds his tight end, but he is inches short. And it looks like Tennessee might be kicking 3 here. What's up, A-Channel? Monster upset going on here, yeah? Something significant brewing from Nashville. sneak it? They should, shouldn't they? I can promise you, though, they will not. Joey Sly on for a 39-yarder. Tennessee looking to break the 40-point barrier. They will do so. 41-28. They lead now. Goodness. Whichever running back you were talking about is getting calls from Deshaun Watson and Justin Tucker right now. What running back were we talking about? I actually cannot remember. I'm just drawing a blank right now. Feel out of it. Pretty sure we're going to this game? It should be a blast, actually. I think games where you're slight underdogs are quite a bit of fun. Rams on the return. Good one this time, out to the 29-yard line. Gonna have to climb a tall mountain here. Buck 46 left in the fourth. Do they have it in them? Not so sure they do. Do you believe in miracles, though, chat? Rams have no timeouts, down by 13. They need a Matthew Stafford miracle. Down the middle and through a couple of offensive players. Somehow Tutu Atwell comes out with the catch. That'll cost him time, though, on the 7-yard pickup. Whichever one couldn't beat up the second line. All right. Rams in the no huddle. Minute 20 left in this one. Tennessee looking for the game-sealing interception. They will have to wait. Here is Williams. He'll pick up 2.5 on the check down. And I think any aspirations of a comeback are done. They are no longer. Final minute is ticking away. Matthew Stafford on a 3rd and short outside pass caught by Adams, and he's taken down inbounds. Beautiful tackle there. Adams now with 100 yards receiving. Yeah, I think he tried to fight after he broke the first tackle. That's probably why they didn't give him forward progress, but could also be a Madden thing. Would not shock me either way. Rams simply took way too much time on their last couple of drives, and they will pay the price here. Matthew Stafford going to heave this one deep and a wide open Tutu Atwell out of bounds. And at least we'll keep things within physical possibility. They need a touchdown like ASAP, though. See if they can get it. Stafford under center. Pointing out defenders here, 21 seconds to go. From the Tennessee 31-yard line, sideline pass is hauled in at the knees of Atwell. 5 seconds for 6 yards, not a very good trade-off. Down by 13. Yeah, the Rams head to Philadelphia next week. That is not a team you want to play at 0-2. Not at all. They will look for a revenge victory after a loss there in the divisional round last postseason. Stafford on 2nd and 4, fires this one incomplete. Just realized Zeller is probably a Soviet spy trying to get information on Americans to watching how the average American reacts to sports. I see right through him. I think Chile just revealed himself, actually. I think that's exactly what just happened. 11 seconds to go now, 3rd and 4. Stafford has to find the end zone here, and he will fire an incompletion. Yeah, it's over now. Just smelt the tilt at see. This guy gets it. This guy gets it. What a terrible drive, by the way, from Matthew Stafford. Whole fourth quarter should just be erased from his history books. It has been ugly. And it could be our final play on a 4th and 4. Stafford looking for a quick strike to keep us within intrigue. Back of the end zone. It is knocked down and complete. Titans take over. That was a really, really bad drive. And they will not even see a point out of it. Could have at least scored. Gave us an onside kick to watch for a minute, but it does not happen. And here you go, Titan fans. For the first time ever, Cam Ward takes a victory formation kneel down, and the Tennessee Titans are on the scoreboard with a victory in the win column, 1-1, 41-28 home victory, and their home opener over the LA Rams. And there you have it, another game in the books, and that is it until next Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the highlight videos coming out Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. In the meantime, catch up on everything that you have missed in the playlists on my channel, and I will see you guys.